I'm John Leonard. I'm a corporate lawyer with Fairfield and Woods in Denver, Colorado. We have a series of informational videos on our website. We hope you check out. A lot of them relate to corporate law and how to form a business, run a business, the legal aspects of that, and then ultimately sell that business. Today, we're talking to Mark Smith about intellectual property, trademarks, copyrights, trade secrets, and patents. We're going to drill into trademarks right now. Mark, thanks for joining us today.
Yeah.
What is and what isn't a trademark?
Trademark is a symbol, basically, that a company or individual uses to designate the source, the sponsorship, the association of a given goods or product with the particular individual or company.
And how do I pick a trademark, or what searches? I mean, what's a good trademark and what's a bad trademark? That's what you help people do is to figure out. Okay, what
A company or an individual, let's just say an individual. In selecting a trademark, it's important to avoid certain pitfalls that are very common. The selection should be done both to avoid infringement of anyone else's trademark rights, but also to choose a mark that is going to be strong enough and defensible after you've adopted it. Many times people will choose a trademark based on they want to fully describe what it is they sell or give in the way of services. But that is, in fact, the weakest type of mark to have, is one that's descriptive or that's generic for a particular goods or service. So you don't want to go there because two reasons. You can't protect it against others encroaching on your trademark rights, but also you are left at the mercy of anyone else wanting to use that same mark. So it's a risk that you should avoid in selecting. The process, as I recommend to my clients, is that they come up with 3 to 5, maybe 10 different marks that are going to be acceptable to them for a particular trademark. Define exactly the goods and services that are going to be attached to that mark. Then I will do a search among those selected as potential marks and determine if they are available, because the fact that you choose a mark, and even if you use a mark, does not guarantee that someone else doesn't have a prior right to it, and you would be stepping on their toes and have to back out and change your whole marketing procedure. So you do a search, a clearance search is what we call it, and that gives you a good idea of whether there is other companies or another user of that same mark for similar goods and services, or is a mark that is so famous that you just aren't going to get near it. So that's a search that we do every day. So the process then goes from, once you've winnowed it down from your selected 10 options, which of the ones you're most likely to use and most likely to get protected, then you choose that. And a mark may be, as I say, descriptive or suggestive, which is the next level of uniqueness of a mark, or arbitrary, which is the most unique of a mark, like Xerox. That's a made-up word. It just now has become synonymous with copying, and that's a risk that you must avoid down the road, is not letting your trademark become generic or abandon it because you don't enforce it against other people. Those are questions down the road, but the selection process is very important.
And I like how you say, give you a variety of different proposed marks. Don't fall in love with a mark until you get some counseling. I mean, that's probably the biggest thing or biggest mistake that we might see is a client is so infatuated with a mark that is either too weak or already taken by somebody else. So go into this process knowing you're going to get good counseling, but know that there's searches that you can do, and we'll talk about that on our next trademark tape here in a minute. The kind of searches that you can do to do that. And we're going to drill into a little bit more about what a fanciful and descriptive mark is and strength and that type of thing. But at the end of the day, the client doesn't have to decide that. They're coming to you to help figure that out.
They make the final decision, but it's based on a recognition of what the risks are
Right.
down the way.
So we just did part one of trademarks. We're going to do a quick break here and then get into part two of trademarks. Thank you.